But I've got it started, and we'll just see what
Oh, he said he's
happens.
booting up.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna share that we're going, and we'll just get started shortly. Bear with me a moment.
My character sheet go.
Okay.
I don't have a character sheet anymore.
Let me see something. Hold on.
Reload this fucking website.
If you double click on the portrait on the map as well, it'll pull it up.
Is there no? You turned password off, right? I don't have to type
Correct.
anything in.
Correct. Ed
Chat,
is
please.
joined, but he is muted.
Please. You hear me?
Ed, yes, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm jumping on right now.
No worries. I just started the stream. I doubt anyone has joined in yet.
Yeah, I'm hurriedly throwing
There it
together
is.
a little something here to post.
All right.
14.
Are you guys getting any background noise from me?
No.
No.
Hmm. All right. Well, while you guys are all getting set up, how about we go over what happened last time? Last time, you guys awoke in the woods that you do not know the name of. After a little bit of exploring, you came across a campsite where you declined the offer of the pardoner to be consumed to garner safe passage, and he instead ripped you guys several new holes before consuming one of you alive. You then awoke at an actual bonfire with a third undead there, Fex's Darkblade, who similarly does not know how he got there. After exploring for some time, you came across the burned remains of a small village where you came upon several of the Abyss Watchers. One moment. After dispatching them and their dogs, you came across a woman who was praying in one of the houses. And she was cryptic about they tried to do some good and this and that, but she did not offer much. You did notice that she had an amulet that was similar to a wolf's head. And we left off with you guys having left her to her prayers and continuing further into the woods. Towards a town in the distance, by the way. I forgot to mention that in the recap here. Do we have any questions or concerns before we really get into it?
No.
Sounds about right to me.
All
We
right.
big chillin'.
I don't have any visuals for this next part, as I'm only going to be doing up battle maps for places where combat might be possible either right away or later on. But what you do come across is there is. Let me make sure I get this description right. You come across the remains of a ruined gate, seemingly scorched by fire, but the surrounding grass shows no signs, so the fire is either ancient or magical in nature. The gate is attached to a rather worn down but still functional chest-high stone wall. And at the gate, there is what appears to be an old, wizened cat playing with a half-dead bird.
A half-dead cat playing with a bird?
It looked
No.
like that.
A cat playing with a half-dead bird. The cat looks
okay.
old, but not, you know, not incapable of being a cat.
Hello, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Look at that cat over there. Should we try to save that bird from it?
Uh, did you actually
No.
say kitty, kitty, kitty?
I do.
The cat turns its head to you and says, "Can't you see I'm busy?"
What?
Keep in mind, in the world of Dark Souls, a talking cat would not be entirely unheard of. Think, what was her name?
Alvina.
Alvina, thank you.
Alvina, Sweet Chalquer.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So it's,
Aqua.
in fact, I would like each of you to give me history checks to see if you have encountered such a cat before. So on your character sheet, you'll see
See.
skills.
So my character sheet
To
is nowhere to
assist,
be found here.
you should see your characters. Double click on their icon.
I don't see anything right now.
There it goes.
I see a black screen.
One moment. There we go.
Is the normal history check?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bear with me, I'm just making it so you all can see this image too. Okay, and then Pyro, if you could roll that when you get a chance as well.
Eh,
If you look in the top right hand corner, there should be a menu. If you go to Actors, there should be a folder called
Yeah.
Playas, where
Yeah,
your
I'm just
characters.
on it now. I see Alfred Infexus.
Give me one moment here. Okay, it got rid of your owning the character, but it should show up for you now.
There we go.
I don't know why it did that.
Okay, what am I rolling again?
History check, please.
Oh,
Albert did good.
Alfred,
alright.
you are the only one who's encountered a talking cat like this, as the woods, in fact, this stirs a memory in you. The woods surrounding your homeland were guarded by a similar cat, noticeably larger in size, but still very mundane in its mannerisms and movement. But it seemed to possess some magical qualities that allowed it to protect the entire woods from intruders and the enemies of cats. However, you
This is
don't.
back-
Say again?
I was saying, this is back in Katarina.
Yes.
What were you gonna say? However,
You weren't aware of anywhere else having this, and perhaps this feline protector was unique, but it wouldn't be such a leap in imagination to find another one.
all right. I ask it if it's from the woods of Katarina. Hey, Cat, are you from the woods of Katarina?
No. He bats the bird one more time and strolls over to you as a cat does. The woods beyond are my home, and I was its protector, chief warden of the old covenant, a cat of the old gods, as my father was before me, and his father, and on and on. I'm not
Oh,
familiar
wow.
with this Katarina that you mentioned. Is she nice?
Oh, it's a place. It's a person.
Oh. Perhaps you will be in need of another protector cat sometime.
Maybe. So what's your name?
I am Bartholomew, and I will put Bartholomew out here for you guys to see. We used a picture of my brother-in-law's now deceased cat, who is adorable and big.
That's cool.
Is there anything you would like to ask or do with Bartholomew? He is the first living creature you have found in this space that is actually willing to talk to you without killing you. The woman did not want to talk, and the partner ate one of you.
Yeah. I asked Bartholomew if he's got anything up for barter.
Yeah, good question.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you got anything for sale, kitty cat? Mayhaps cat ring?
This
Got any?
outside of Dark Souls, that would be a very strange thing to ask a cat. You know what? Let me change the ambiance here. Bartholomew looks back at the dead bird and says, "I have a bird."
Is it a special bird?
The bird twitches. It's still alive, if that helps.
Well, no, thank you. I don't think we need a half-dead
We'll
bird.
give you 50 souls.
Very well. Bartholomew just kind of ruffles himself, and you lose 50 souls. And if I remember correctly, you each had 500 at the end of last session. So
Okay.
do keep track of that yourselves. I trust you guys. And I will add a half-dead bird to your inventory.
Yeah. Here, hold on.
That's not even a real
Boy
item.
needs some Estus.
Consumable or a tool?
I'm gonna say consumable. I'm
Okay.
making it right now.
Oh, alright, alright.
Gonna pull an Ozzy Osbourne. I guess that was a bad.
About to start the Rona.
All right, half-dead bird is now in your inventory.
Cool. Well, which way should we go, Bartholomew? Which way is the best way to get to the nearest village?
Well, there's really only one way for you to go. Any motions through the gate in the direction that you were heading. Heading back the other way will do you no good. In fact, you're the first people I've seen come through here in a very long time.
There's a lot that could go wrong.
Shit, I don't think we have any. I don't have anything in my inventory to like give it a little cat treat.
Oh, please, there's no need for that. But I might accompany you for a time, simply to see what might happen.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been rather droll here the past several years. It's difficult to tell. Time doesn't
Okay.
mean as much to a cat.
Well,
Yeah.
what do y'all think? Are heading that direction?
I think so.
Excellent. I can lead you to the one seemingly last bastion of your kind here in the town.
Okay.
Follow me to Faelkrun, which is Faelkrun.
Okay.
All right.
And Bartholomew begins to trot down the road, pausing to look back where the dead bird, or half-dead bird once was, licks himself, and then continues onwards. And Bartholomew is not abnormally large. He is normal-sized for a cat.
Just start following him.
All right.
So,
Yep.
if I
Yes.
were to pour some Estus into the mouth of this bird, would it heal it?
So Estus is specifically to heal the undead, which this bird is on the verge of becoming dead. However, if you wish to save this bird, I'll have you make a medicine check.
Alright, alright.
I'll pull up your stats here for those watching.
Hey, yo.
Oh.
You take the bird out of a belt pouch that you put it in, rather comfortable for a bird, and it is then that you realize this bird was merely feigning death in order to try and escape from Bartholomew, and is simply suffering the injuries of a few ruffled feathers and scratches. And Should you release it, it will fly back into nature safely.
Okay, bye, birdie.
You may remove half-dead bird from your inventory as it flies off into the distance. You get nothing for it, but perhaps I will remember that for a later date.
Bird back for us.
Say again?
Said, I hope he comes back for us in a pinch now.
Oh,
I know.
yes.
Fart
Nest
buckle.
egg.
Perhaps he will get his big bird friends to come in and shit on some people for you.
Yeah. Bird gang.
Get Pickle Pete.
Yo, pump a rump?
That's
Pickle Pete.
Smooth and soft. Or, what was in Dark Souls 2? So smooth. So
Be
soft.
smooth. Give me
Oh,
smooth.
it's silky smooth.
Be smooth.
All right.
But
What?
yeah, we'll just keep following Bartholomew down here.
All right.
should just be a black screen, right?
That's all I see.
That's all I see too.
Okay.
Really? You guys should be seeing the broom tower as a background right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at the
Should I refresh, you think?
But
That
Oh,
would
I've
be
done it, it
wise.
didn't do it.
I
Let me do that real quick.
Let me try something here. Pyro, I'm going to try something with you.
Computer
Do you see anything now?
let's see.
Still see a black screen.
Oh, I see something.
There we go. I'm going one at a time here.
There it goes. There it goes.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. Okay, I guess the vision is a little screwy. Anyways, you follow Bartholomew for some time, and as cats do, it's not simply a straight line down the road. He stops to claw a tree here and there, sniff this, sniff that, mark his territory, the usual things you would expect a cat to do, and it takes hours, and Bartholomew seems unbothered by this time. Until eventually, you come to a large temple. It is an open-air temple. It has no door on the front, but looking through to the inside, you can see there are several statues, and two of which are leaning forward to hold a large sort of vessel or bowl. And I do not have art for this, as there wasn't any in the book, and I could not find anything suitable, but combat is not likely here anyway. But upon looking into the temple, I would like religion checks, please.
Religion.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. Fexes, you're the only one to pick up on this, although Serrana, you see that these are a little bit familiar. This is a temple to All-Father Lloyd. Specifically, All-Father Lloyd as worshipped by the Way of the White. And it's a
hey,
very,
yo.
very, very old religion. Most nowadays see All-Father Lloyd as an aspect of Gwyn rather than a relative of his. Specifically, the aspect that was determined to burn himself in the first flame. But this temple appears to be old. As looking in, you see that Lord Gwyn and All-Father Lloyd are separate statues, which is not common with the modern beliefs. In fact, they're the two that are holding the vessel, which has steps leading up to it. But you do see a few other statues along the side, just from peeking in. You do see the robed Dark Moon Gwendolyn, the draconic-tailed Yorshka, the Heavenly Mother Guinevere, a standing yet sleepy Filianor, and a crumbled, fragmented wreck indicative of Gwyn's nameless and estranged firstborn. And this temple, despite being open with no doors, appears to be relatively well maintained, as if someone hasn't come to it in recent months, but someone might come and clean it several times a year. The dirt leading up to it shows signs of there having been foot traffic. In fact, if someone would like to give me a survival check to try and identify more about the foot traffic around here.
Who's got the highest survival?
You all are welcome to try.
Oh, we all do it.
Yep. If you want to elect a specific person, that is acceptable as well. Serana and Fexus, you guys pick up on this. The foot traffic in here used to be very heavy, almost daily, but some of the vegetation has started to grow over it, showing signs that it is trickled down to very few people on rare occasions. You're not able to make out specific footprints or anything, but it's obvious that this temple, despite its condition being good, that it has seen very little use.
Can I do an investigation to see if there are any footprints that lead into like a wall?
I'd say that would have been part of the survival check, but
Okay.
something like that would be.
An illusory walls. What I was.
I'd say perception to see if there's a place where it looks like there would be one, and then investigation is when you're at it trying to find it specifically. So give me a perception check, Alfred. You poke your head in and you look around, and all of the walls appear as real as the very body that you inhabit.
Okay. So we don't have to go swinging our sword at all the walls.
Yeah. None of you guys have the pendants, so nothing's happening.
Yeah, right.
I don't know how important it is, but as far as like the religion roll I got earlier, I that information along to everyone in the party.
Okay.
I don't know. Useful there.
All right. And Bartholomew is just sitting outside licking himself. He does say, "Are you done here? This isn't where I was taking you. This is just on the way."
Is there any loot?
With that perception check earlier? No.
Yeah, that's that one. It's just a single floor with all the statues. There's no like ladders.
It's a relatively large building, but it does appear to be just one floor, as if it was quite literally just an old temple.
What do y'all think?
Can we?
I think we're ready to move on. We
Well,
shall see anything.
is there anything in particular about these statues upon closer inspection?
What are you looking for on these statues? Give me a little bit better idea.
I don't know. I'm getting Demon Souls flashbacks.
So you're thinking these are like the archstones?
Mayhaps.
I'd say an Arcana check would be appropriate. You lay your hand upon the first statue, which we'll say is Filianor, and you feel nothing except for cold stone beneath your fingers. However, when you approach the kiln, or not kiln, but the bowl, kiln, bowl, I'm going to use the two interchangeably, it does have this lingering warmth that feels magical in nature, but faint, almost as if it's just a memory, like your LaCroix taste amount of magic in the bowl.
So they whispered magic in the next room over. Got it.
Yes, and it pretty much. There was a suggestion of someone whispering it in the building next door.
Okay.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's faded. It's similar to a bonfire that has not been lit, but there's nothing to light here. There's no bonfire. There's no kindling. There's no wood. It's almost a memory of a fire.
Wonder if we could light a bonfire here.
Yeah. Can we attempt to light
Yeah.
a bonfire?
I would say no, as you guys do not have a firekeeper, so there's no way to create a bonfire. You will only be able to reignite forgotten ones that actually have the coiled sword. This is
I was gonna
this
say
is
no
something
coiled
different.
sword.
yeah, this
Makes sense.
He's like,
Maybe we should find a coiled sword and bring it back.
Or if we make a
There you
coiled
go.
sword.
Plenty of good ideas. You'll have to keep your eye out for things to create a coiled sword with.
I'm gonna go hang out with Bartholomew.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Okay. It doesn't take long for Bartholomew to lead you to a second gate. And he says, the survivors of the fog, they live in the tavern as best they can. Something there keeps them calm. Something there makes them forget. I would be wary of staying too long in there if I were you.
Yeah, let's move on.
And give me a moment as I place you guys into the next scene, 'cause I do have visuals here.
Yo,
Nice.
let's go.
And even going to put Bartholomew.
You know what that means?
One moment as I make sure vision is activated for you all properly. It's not saving. Don't do anything yet, guys.
Do
Bartholomew.
the tiles.
Bartholomew doesn't need vision to sees mine. And then, Pyro, do you have some light radiating from your pyromancy flame or not?
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna put that in for you so that it's there.
Bless, bless.
And you come to a excuse me, my words failed me. The tavern is built of stone and timber. It looks different to its surroundings, as if untouched by time. By the way, the neighboring buildings appear to be fully or partially burnt. There is less moss and weathering upon the stone than the surrounding cobbles. The fog that penetrates other buildings seems to stop a few inches from the tavern's exterior. In any case, it is a refuge, the smoke rising from its chimney blurring into the fog above, but still visible. It promises the respite of flame within, is a sanctuary from the disaster that has engulfed the town.
What time of day is it?
It is difficult to tell through the fog, but there is definitely daylight.
Okay.
But the fog keeps things almost dark.
Okay. Well,
Do you guys want to step in?
I say we go into the tavern.
Oh, let's do
Oh?
it.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
We're gonna
who's
find
first in?
Aragorn just chilling in the corner.
Inside, the tavern is packed with people. However, I only have important NPCs visible right now. Bartholomew strolls in. You can see that off behind the bar, there's a woman with red hair and an emerald shawl. Back in another corner, there's a man alone at a table, wearing a hat and a little bit strange attire, with several possessions taking up seats. And then at another table is a woman sitting by herself. She is visibly pregnant. Oh, and allow me to change.
Oh. Oh shit! Is that
Right.
supposed to be the Emerald Herald?
She is the closest
Is it
Dark
just
Souls
placekeeper?
NPC to the description, so I used her art. But these are not the actual people. That is not the smelly old man from Bloodborne. That is not
Okay.
Chloanne, the titty stone trader. They're just placeholders that work.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Got it.
But inside here, you're overcome with a feeling of peace, as if the idea of grabbing your weapons is almost incomprehensible. There is a second floor that is not
good.
pictured, by the way.
Oh.
Picture an effect similar to the round table hold, where you cannot draw your weapons. But
Yeah,
inside,
that's what I was thinking.
Can I move
Inside-
my guy?
should be able to. Let me check something here quick.
Yeah, it won't let me. It hasn't let me the whole game. I just figured that was a.
If you in the top left have your like the little token controls and then the like box
Ah,
brackets selected,
yes.
then
Oh.
it'll let you drag it.
There we go. Thank you.
You
Alright.
could also be on the drawing and draw. Oh, you can't see the entirety of it. I drew a dick.
Oh. Is there anything back here? Oh, there's a
Oh,
wall.
hold on. Allow me to describe what happens in here. As you enter, the barmaiden,
I see.
Yeah.
the barmaiden waves and says, "Welcome, visitors. I have little to offer except a warm shelter, but please make yourselves at home."
Why, thank you, pretty lady.
You are most welcome.
I ask if she's got anything for sale.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I
do
do
you-
not. My
Oh, yeah.
supplies are dwindling significantly. If you're in need of food or drink, I can supply some while you are here, but I cannot give you any to take with you.
Okay. You know where there's a blacksmith?
No, I'm afraid that we are all that remain here in this town.
What happened?
I'm not quite sure. The fog closed in, and we've been staying here for gods know how long.
Are you two undead?
No, I am not, but your kind is welcomed here.
Hmm.
Bartholomew does jump up on the counter, and she offers him a bowl of milk, which he purrs
Talk to
and
this
begins
person over
enjoying.
here.
This person?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, yeah,
worries.
you're good. I'm pretty much done.
Let me get to the right page here. As you approach, one moment. Fexes, I would like you to give me an insight check on the general vibe of this establishment as you approach this woman. It is difficult to read the vibe of this place as everyone seems overall stressed, and it's difficult to tell if they have anything specific they're feeling about you approaching this woman. But she is visibly pregnant, not about to burst, but definitely. As you approach, she looks at you and says, "Be careful who sees you talking to me. The locals would not think kindly of it."
I see. I didn't mean to offend anyone. I was just going to come see if you or anyone else had anything to trade, possibly.
No, I'm afraid I have no possessions to offer up, but should you desire conversation, I will gladly offer it.
What's the reason behind feeling the way they be feeling here?
That couldn't help but catch my ear. I'm curious as well.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why do people get unkindly when you get talked to?
I'm from a place that has less than a good reputation here. I'm from Londor, a kingdom of hollows waiting for its lord, and you finally see a smile grace her lips at this point.
Is that we would have knowledge of?
Give me history checks, please.
Ah.
So, Ed, I don't know where you want Fexes to have been from, but is he from Londor?
Works for me. I didn't really have a set location.
let's go
This
with
could
that
be your
then.
memory being revealed.
Yes.
Right.
At the mention of Londor, something sparks in the back of your mind, and you remember it now. Some tall spires, several hollows, well on their way to fully hollowing, being beef jerky, which you guys are not. And you realize that's home. And where is our Lord? And there's so many questions, because being undead, you don't know how long it has been since you've been there. For all you know, a Lord does reign there, and this woman is simply not up to date with it.
Interesting.
But
Well,
she looks at you and says, I can tell you're from there too. I'm Dorothy. It is a pleasure to meet a comrade here in this place.
Pleasure's all mine. My name is. So that's interesting, yeah, because I don't recall being from Londor being necessarily a bad thing.
Oh, it's not, but in some places, such as here, the hollows are viewed unfavorably. I myself am not undead, but I hope someday to join your ranks rather than die permanently.
See. So, out of character, it, she's not an undead like we are in the party. She's a living person.
Correct.
Yeah,
Londor is primarily hollows, but the living are tolerated because someday they will die and join the ranks of the undead. It's only a matter of
Duh.
time, as they say.
Well, and as far as other NPCs are able to discern whether they're alive or undead without them telling us, or obviously being hollow.
As undead, you would find it easy to recognize other undead, and you don't see any here that are. If they are, they're hiding it through some magic. As the dark sign, while not visible, can just sort of be sensed.
Yeah. Well, to take up too much more of your time, but I appreciate you meeting with me, and sorry to disturb you. And I think I'm just gonna go maybe make the rounds and meet some other people, and maybe we'll catch each other on the flip side.
Very well. I will be here when this flip side you refer to comes around.
All right.
Is there anything else you guys want to do in here? There's still this dude, and there is still a round back that has not been explored.
I
I
do
would
want
like-
to ask the. Oh, go ahead, Pyro.
Oh, I was just gonna ask if I could play the piano.
There's
That
the piano there is in a state of disrepair and has about 3 strings that may or may not still work.
Oh. That.
I was gonna ask the bartender lady what's up with the other 2 people.
Like I said, this place is currently packed. I just have people of interest on the board.
Oh, okay.
So this is packed. It smells of blood and sweat and anxiety. But these are the interesting people. And to remind you, these 2 people are at tables to themselves. The woman seemingly shunned, and the man with possessions just in every chair and across the table. He's got vases, clothing, all sorts of stuff.
There's our merchant guy.
This is the guy with.
None of it is weapons or armor.
Oh.
Any rings?
Do you approach him and ask?
I'll do it. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, dude? You a merchant?
Don't touch my things, you filthy hollow.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Gee, didn't know we were racist.
I mean, all right, fine. I'm
There he is.
I'm sorry, that caught me off guard.
sorry.
Yeah.
These are mine, and I'll take them back home when this curse leaves us. It's your kind that brought it here.
I'll be talking shit, talking shit.
And he's
And-
lucky I can't draw my weapon right now.
Oh, that's
I know,
right. You
yeah,
can't.
right. Eh, eh, eh.
Correct. Violence is not permissible. And as you walk away, he says, yes, that's right. Leave me. You're not worth my time.
Flip them off on the way out. What's back here? This
Oh,
looks
wow.
like.
This is the kitchen, but there's a door to the outside.
Didn't mean to step on you.
And stepping outside, you can see that
Wow.
there is a back room that is not connected by doorway to the main building, but there is a doorway there.
Alright, the storage shed.
And Bartholomew does not follow, he does stay at the bar.
Well,
Inside, there's a woman. She stands in a mixture of black robes and armor, her face covered by a mask. Let's see, one moment. Would someone like to give me a religion check?
Um,
Let's see. None of you guys recognize the order that this woman is from. But she turns to look at you and says, well, this is interesting. We have new people. What can I do for you in this strange corner of the realms?
You have anything to
anything
sell?
to trade?
No, but I might have an offer for you, but not here, not where people can listen.
Okay.
Where?
Where would you propose?
Excuse me. One moment, I just want to make sure. I've been in need of someone to test my sword arm, perhaps a duel over in the Temple of the Allfather. This strange enchantment here doesn't reach that far.
bro's trying to 1v1.
I'm game.
Very well. I shall make my way there. Join me when you are able. We have plenty of time. Do you have anything else you want to say to her before she fucks on out of here?
I don't know, I'm good.
I think I'm good.
Alright. She leaves, walks out the back and around, and she gazes through the window briefly at the barmaiden, but her expression is hidden by the mask that she wears, which is sort of black and gold adorned thing, similar to the partner set.
Okay. Is this a well out here, or is this just part?
A
or part of
smokestack.
that? Oh, smokestack. Okay.
Because opposite of it is a stove, and the fireplaces have them too. I love watching you guys just go around the map looking for shit. Like, you guys are approaching this very much like Dark Souls, and I find that entertaining.
Might be things around back.
Yeah, there could be. There was a
Maybe a
strange
way up
woman
into
in
the
armor.
rafters, Silver Serpent Ring. You never know.
Well, there are stairs leading upstairs.
Yeah, I may as well do that, right?
All
Can I
right.
pet the kitty as I go by?
Yes,
Will you let me?
Bartholomew says, "That's nice. I
Nice.
think I might stay here for a while. You don't need me, do you?"
I'd
Will let
rather
me up.
the kitty be safe.
Yeah, there's no actual second floor map. Just it's theater of the mind.
Well, let's explore the second floor.
Yes, there are 4 doorways along a hall up here that all appear to go to rooms that are rentable.
Are any of them rented out?
The doors are all closed. And if you get close, you can hear hushed voices at each one. Without actively trying to listen, you won't pick anything up. But if you want to try and hear something, you may make a perception check.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll eavesdrop.
All right. That is enough from all of you. Alfred, we'll have you at door number 1. Even with your ear to the door, you cannot pick up much. You hear some muttering, festival, more muttering, passing strange, I think, and more muttering that is indiscernible. So festival followed by passing strange, I think.
Okay.
Serana, you hear at the second door. It sounds like a little boy's voice. Father will come back. Don't, you mustn't. With muttering in between those.
Oh,
And the third doorway fexes. You hear muttering. Do not trouble yourself. Muttering. All shall be well, my lady. More muttering. And the fourth door you all get up to like the Scooby-Doo gang. Muttering. Dreams of pardon. Muttering. Not sure we belong. More muttering.
I don't know. I think we should leave. I feel like we should leave them all alone. These people sound like they've got.
have we exhausted all the dialogue?
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't even talked to them.
Oh, yeah, true.
Well, the doors are shut, right?
Yes.
I mean, we just knock.
Do you want to knock on any of the doors?
I knock. Door number 3.
Door number 3. After a moment, the door opens and you see a pale man with blonde hair and a bowl cut. He's wearing some armor, and he looks out to you. And immediately his face turns upwards in disgust, and he says, "We don't need filthy undead helping us here. Give me a religion check since you're the one who opened the door. Or knocked, I should say." I'd say that's enough. He is obviously a member of the Way of the White, a very anti-undead group. Though not all of them are, as some undead also follow the Way of the White, either through pilgrimages or rather sent on suicide missions to get rid of them. But the Temple of the Allfather was for the Way of the White.
Interesting.
Why don't you head towards the asylum where your kind belongs? And he slams the door in your face and locks it.
Well, maybe he will.
It just might.
Asshole.
There's
No
still
racial
Wait.
out here.
there's still doors 1, 2, and 4 if you wish to knock on them.
I'm scared now.
I know. I feel like I'm just gonna get yelled at every time.
I'm good. I'll go back downstairs and chill with the cat.
Okay. Do you want to take Bartholomew with you, or do you want to leave him here?
Do you want to
I'm
put
gonna
the
ask-
king in danger?
Well, ask him what he wants to do. Ask him if he would rather stay or go.
He had combat.
Oh, say again. You cut out.
Was asking, does he have combat capability?
Bartholomew says, "My strength in combat is not as it once was, and this town is now only a place of feeding for monsters, cats, and the friends of cats alike. But still, I shall give thee what guidance I can."
Okay.
I don't know. I said just leave him behind for now. We come get him when we're done with this duel.
Yeah.
Very
I
well.
don't want you to get hurt.
So, are we
I sh-
respecting the 1v1?
I mean, yeah.
All right.
Down.
All right. You do not find her at the temple. You find her at a statue along the way. Let me put her here. Boop.
Mm.
She's a little too small. That'll work. With you three, we'll say this this area back here is leading to the temple. That'll work as a nice spot. I'll get rid of the drawings. And as we step outside,
Ooh.
the pleasant warmth of the Fool's Rest Inn falls behind, leading to the oppressive fog and dark atmosphere of the land outside. I need to enable vision for all of you quick. I'll learn how to get this set up to be the same all the time, but for now we will do it this way.
It.
There we go. Just keep yourself over here because we have yet to have actually have things happen here. So she is on this side on the bench. She notices you and stands, but does not draw her sword. But you do notice that she has a shield with her now. She approaches and says, "It's good that you came. I wasn't expecting you to actually follow through on your word. I've not called you here simply to fight.
Oh.
I have a proposition. You see, I have reason to believe we may have been here for months already. We may have even had this conversation before. I need your assistance to eliminate the barmaid. She seems to have some sort of strange power of this false reality that we are stuck in. This is nothing new. Did you not feel the strange powers in the tavern?
It is.
This place is separated from the flow of time. Convoluted in its placement, it loops in amongst itself. But should the barmaid be lured outside, I can eliminate her and free us of this place.
Understand.
Let's see here. But to do this, I would need you to go fetch something for me while I keep an eye on the barmaid.
Here we go. Fetch quest time.
I need you to acquire Soul Vessel. One was brought into the depths of a dig site in the town's necropolis in the early days of this distortion. And many of the town seems to believe that the sacrilege of this dig site is the source of the fog. With the soul vessel filled with an appropriate soul, perhaps the demon masquerading as the town's castellan, we can link the town's fire and force the barmaiden out. What do you say?
I don't know, man. The barmaiden seems pretty nice. Like what exactly is the benefit of doing this?
Well, you are trapped here. Have you tried to leave the town?
Yeah.
I mean, technically no, but we also just got here.
Go ahead. I'll wait. Do you try to leave the town?
Yeah, I'll try. I'm curious
Yeah.
enough.
Let's
You
try.
turn out towards the gates,
Be right back. Let's try.
past the Temple of the All-Father, out into the fog, and you walk and walk and walk, and it feels like hours, days, it's difficult to tell. But eventually, you find yourselves back at the Temple of the All-Father, with the woman standing outside, arms crossed, looking in the exact direction you came from as if expecting you. Did you get lost, friends?
Yeah, alright, I'm in.
Very well. Head to the necropolis. Oh? Do I hear an objection?
What you thinking?
Not for me.
I don't know. Good. Let's do this.
Very well. I shall await you outside the Fool's Rest Inn. Do not tally, or do not dally. There is much yet to be done. And with that, she heads back towards the inn. I'm going to reuse this map as part of the travel, and we'll probably cut this session just a little bit short because we're getting near the end of what I have prepped. But there's a little bit more happening.
I wanted to gank her as she left, low key.
Do you want to attack her as she's leaving?
I mean,
Man.
everyone, maybe. I
I
mean,
want to get on Google.
I'm curious. But
I will go with whatever y'all think.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do? Oh, I didn't save that one character, man.
Ah, I'm so on the fence about it. What's everyone thinking?
What do you guys think? I'm going to get my placeholder for another NPC done up because apparently it didn't want to transfer it over.
You're the deciding vote because I'm indifferent and I think Eddie said yes. So
Yeah. The same. I'm down either way.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll try.
You're going to engage
here we
her?
go.
I'm going to engage.
Okay, one moment. So who is it that's attacking here right now? The very first strike, which will initiate combat.
Mm,
Yeah.
Just going to roll her initiative, which
oh.
I gave her a big initiative bonus because of a feature she has, but you have declared your attack, so who's doing the attack? And you may all roll initiative at your leisure.
Okay, I'll attack first.
Okay. Was that you, Claymore?
No, I'm bringing it up right now.
Okay. I'm going
Right
to
under your character.
get her stat block pulled up here. I have it built in, but I want the full thing open before me, so give me one moment.
Initiative.
So one
I
of
guess
you-
I will.
Only
I
one
will
of you is
flank
getting the
fireball.
initiative blow. Where is this bitch's stat block? I really wish they would have organized these a little bit differently. Bear with me. Mushroom person, dragon, come on. Here we go, found it. Okay, so please roll the attack that you are going to use. Or are you doing the fireball?
I was gonna do the fireball.
Okay, so that is a dex save on her part, I believe. I can see here. Give me one moment. Yep, a dexterity saving throw versus your spell save, which is... One moment. It should be...
1d6 plus.
It should be 8 plus charisma plus... So that would be 10... The DC she has to beat right now is 12 on that dexterity save.
Yes.
And let me make sure I'm reading this right before we get in on this. Okay.
Let's go.
That is a failure. Please roll your damage as I get the music going.
well.
That's 3 points of damage. The fireball streaks out, and she turns and growls. We had an agreement, undead. But it seems that your kind cannot be trusted even in this place. And she draws her sword and shield, and combat truly begins. And she is up first.
Don't forget to roll your extra health too.
Yes. So for you guys, each that is Claymore, that is a D10. Fexes, that is a D8. And Pyro, that is a D6. And re-roll on ones. So, Fexes, I will have you re-roll that.
Got it.
There we go. Alright. She is up first. She draws her sword, which almost seems to grow in length as she turns towards you. And she is going to spend 3 health, to make an attack on 2 of you. And she's going to do Pyro and Darkblade. I'm going to roll the attack on Pyro first. That is going to be a 14 to hit. What is your armor class?
Exactly.
Okay. And then I'm going to roll for Fexes.
I just noticed I don't see any armor or weapons on her.
She is wearing armor. She's got, like I said, a mix of robes and armor, and she does have a sword and shield.
But I don't see my weapons in armor.
Pull up your character sheet, and if you go into the Actions tab, it'll show stuff you have equipped. So it'll be the little fist icon on the right side that looks like a bookmark.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. And does a
Wait.
12 hit you, Fexes?
Got it. Okay. My armor class 15.
Ed, does that 12 hit you?
So. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you now. So you are not hit by this, but Pyro, you are.
My armor class.
Okay. This is gonna hurt. I'm sorry. I've reduced the number of attacks she has, but it's still gonna hurt.
Lord.
That is 24 points of slashing damage to you, Pyro.
Huh.
Are you still alive?
No.
No? She turns with a spin, and Fexes, you manage to duck it, but Pyro, you're caught off guard as she just simply cuts you in half, and you dissipate as all undead do. Now, you respawn at the bonfire in the Fool's Rest Tavern, so you will be able to rejoin the fight if you so wish, but that will immediately refill her health. And I also need you to roll a d20 for me as I pull up the death table. Actually, we'll do that at the end of this in case multiple people have died. But
Yeah.
that is it for her turn. Claymore, you're up.
I guess I attack
Okay.
with the claymore.
I'm going to
think
move
I have
Pyro out of the
anything.
way. If you want, you can get on the opposite side of Fexes and flank her and get advantage on your attack roll. So if you were to move right there, yep. So roll your attack roll twice or just choose advantage, and it will give you the higher of the two.
2 attacks.
If you click on attack, it should give you the option to do advantage.
Oh, should I have done advantage?
Yes. I don't know why it's having my thing show up as Fexes.
Hey, roll, that's gonna give me shit. Yep. Fucking shit.
Let's see. What was your earlier roll?
Fucking half
We'll go
of
with
what
your
I-
earlier
20
roll because that would have been the first one, and that 22 will be a hit.
Sweet.
So please roll your damage, which should be 2d6 plus 4.
It's garbage.
2d6 plus, what's your strength? So that'd be 6 points of damage total. Is it still not adding on that bit? You get a solid hit on her.
Okay.
By the way, if you look at your bonus actions, you have Cinder Wrath. If you want to retroactively have used that before this hit, I will allow that. Or I suppose it doesn't affect your damage. But if you want to use that, that might be a wise bonus action to do, is to give yourself some resistance.
Okay, I'll use it then.
Yeah, for sure, I would do that.
Okay. It may or may not help, but it is there.
All right.
Anything else
Guess
for your
that's the end of
turn?
My turn.
Okay.
No.
Fexes, you're up with the Disciple of Velka up next.
Alright. Do this, roll my attack.
Yep, with advantage because you are flanking. A 16 is not enough to hit. You strike out and she parries with the sword. You can, with this weapon, spend 5 health to make another attack as a bonus action.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so mark out 5 health and make another attack with advantage. That is still a miss, unfortunately.
Oh man!
20?
He
Damn.
doesn't hit.
You come around for another hit,
Then roll.
and she basically punches the sword away with her shield and sneers at you. You should have accepted the deal.
I rolled a 22.
Yeah, 22 hit, 20 did not, so her AC is either a 21 or 22. Is that it for your turn?
Do I have any bonus actions?
You're spending the health to do the
Oh.
extra attack was the bonus action.
Okay, so it chugging S's then to make up that bonus health.
Nope, you cannot
I don't think I
because
can drink S's for that.
you've already used your action and bonus action. You just have movement, so you can move 6 squares. But if you leave her range, you will take an attack of opportunity.
Well, I think I'm done.
Okay. We are back up to the Disciple. She's going to turn towards you, Claymore, as you struck her. And she's going to make
Yeah.
a single attack on you.
That aggro.
Yes. That is a 14 to hit.
Does not.
Does not. You turn and
Does
she
not.
brings the sword down and you parry it with the claymore deftly.
Yes.
And then she is going to step a little bit over. Alfred, you are up.
Do we get the same bonus if we do diagonals like this?
Yes, as long as you're directly opposite a friendly character who is engaging the enemy.
Alright. And I'm going to do that attack again.
Okay, and just a reminder, you can spend position to increase your attack roll. So if you roll and you get, say, 19, if you wanted to, you could spend 3 position to get that up to a 22. That's 3 health you're spending, but that also means you're going to hit if you spend that extra.
Okay. Well, here goes.
And then all of your weapons and equipment have abilities that they can do. For instance, Claymore, on a hit, you can spend 1 position to do an extra 2 damage. Keep in mind, you can only spend position once per turn.
Okay.
So if you hit with this one attack, you could spend 1 health and do 2 extra damage to her. Do you want to spend position to increase that attack roll? Because you
Yeah,
can.
I gotta. Because she's gonna just fucking absorb it. So I'm gonna spend 3 health and bring it up to 23.
That'd
Or
be
22.
22, which is a hit, so you may roll your damage. And mark off your 3 health as well,
Down to
please.
4. Yep. Damage. Normal. 4.
That brings it up to 6 because it's still not applying a strength modifier for some reason. You land a solid hit on her, but she's still looking pretty good.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's been what, a total of like 12, I think?
Yeah,
Yeah. Damn. Just needs one more hit, bro.
is there anything else for your turn?
Oh no, I'm good. That's
Okay.
it for me.
Fexes, you are up. Oh, I can ping you guys too. That's cool.
Can I drink in the Estus now?
Yes, that is a bonus action and heals half of your base health, rounded up. So it would heal you for 6.
I'm just gonna.
And then you still have your action to attack if you want to, which you can do with
Attack.
advantage.
Was will be attacked.
Do you want to spend position to up that? You'll have to spend a lot, but that'll be a hit.
Hey.
Ah. How much would I spend?
Say again.
You have
What would I have to spend?
Health up.
10.
That's a lot, but that would guarantee a hit. And remember, when you're at or below half health, you get bonuses.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. So you're going to spend 10 health.
Put this bitch down.
Ah.
Okay.
Roll
We'll say that
damage
is
now, right?
yes.
And just normal, right?
Correct. That's 5 plus. One moment, I'm doing the math. 5. So that will come out to 9 because at half. No, 8 because at half health or lower, you increase your dexterity by 2, so your bonus is a little bit higher. So that'd be. Yeah, 8. She is still standing, but she's looking like she's taking some damage.
Shit, and she still gets another turn before we finish her off.
Maybe even more than one. But a reminder, Ed, you have +2 to your dexterity, so your armor class increased by 1. You get an extra reaction, and if you were to use the weapon's ability, you would spend 1 less health. So keep that in mind. If you want to see what those abilities are, if you go to your character sheet and hover over the fencer, it will show you down beneath where it says bloodied effects. Was that it for your turn?
Got it. Yeah.
It is the disciple's turn. She is going to spend 3 position to do another sweeping attack against both of you. So,
Alright.
I'm going to have her attack Claymore first. That is a 15 to hit. I'm going to roll the other attack on Fexes now. Oh, I didn't mean to roll with advantage. Well, let's do that again here. One moment. Normal roll. That's a 23 to hit.
It has to beat my armor class, right?
Match or beat.
Oh, it matches because I'm at 15.
Yes. So you're both taking the hit on this.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're going to do Claymore's damage first, which comes out to 17. It's saying Fexes for some reason.
Fuck, that's it. I'm dead.
And then Vex's, your damage is even more.
We're dead. We're all fucking dead. Son of a bitch, we were close, I feel.
You didn't
God
even have
damn
her
it.
at half. You had her close to half, but
Oh,
not
geez.
quite.
Oh, fuck.
Yes.
Whoops.
We just have this real bad luck with attacking the most highest
Yeah, we're out of
level.
there.
Would you like to know what stat block she uses that I weakened? The Silver Knight stat block.
Uh-huh.
I weakened by giving her 1 attack instead of 2. And she does have more health than them by a little bit, but you still wouldn't have taken it out. So, yeah.
Huh.
I think we haven't been playing that long, but I think this will be a good point to call the session. But I do want to have you guys roll on the having died table, so let me get to that quick before we do that. One moment. Yeah, this can be brutal. Attacking NPCs usually gets you killed in Dark Souls.
This is true.
We'll win one of these days.
My first run of Dark Souls 1, I attacked the crestfallen dude like a dumbass, and I got soft locked at the bonfire because I couldn't kill him. Alright, good. Get to page 90
That
here.
guy.
Yeah, he kicked my ass.
Made similar mistakes in Dark Souls 3.
Where is
Nobody
that?
ever tells you to not attack those guys.
Okay, we will go in order of death. Pyro, I would like you to roll a d20 for me, please.
Yes, sir. Oh, that is not a d20.
Yes, I need the 20-sided, not the 8-sided.
Oh.
Oh!
Ooh.
Miracle of the Grave. Perhaps you are less than you once were, but this time, upon returning to life, you feel alive. Gain +2 to any single attribute.
Yo.
So if you wanted more health, Constitution would be the way to go. If you want your spells to be better, Charisma would be the way to go. If you wanted to be harder to hit, Dexterity would be the way to go.
Of like the actual core stat?
Yes.
Yo.
If you want to think about it, we can do the others and come back to you.
Go 12. 12 con.
12 con? Okay. So I will increase your HP. There we go. So you should have 8 starting health now. Fucking. Can you please increase your health by 1, as it's not letting me?
Oh,
In the meantime, Claymore, I would like you to roll a d20 for me for the Halloween table.
There we go.
4. You have returned tougher and hardier. Roll a d6 and add that to your base position, so add it to your maximum health. Not the temporary like you would for combat, your base health.
Nice.
So your base health is now 16 instead of 13.
Well, let me change it.
Oh, you gotta click
There's
the
a
little
Edit at the
wrench
top left.
icon. I gotcha. I forgot about it. No, it's not letting me. What the? Oh, I gotta do the thing. Here we go.
And that's a permanent buff?
That is.
Oh, cool.
So death can be a good thing. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3. Fex says, if you could roll for me a d20. $18. Humanity's absence. You have become cold, callous, and unmoved by human suffering. Reduce your wisdom score by 1.
Yeah.
Which, you know, could be worse. I am currently doing that for you. You guys have also lost your souls. So you have no currency and no experience currently.
Right.
And then, Pyro, you edited your health already?
Mhm.
Pyro?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So with your death, well, this has been a little short, about an hour and a half. I think this is a good stopping point so we can pick back up with you guys respawning at the Fool's Rest Inn.
Great.
And you have made an enemy of the disciple of Velka. Thank you to whoever may have been watching. You know who the fuck we are, except for Ed. He's the anomaly here.
The almighty Ed.
And then, do we want to try and do this again in 2 weeks, or is there a scheduling conflict like being locked out of your house?
Look, okay. I probably seemed like I was insane to my downstairs neighbors because I asked them if they had a ladder so I could reach my bathroom window. I made it in, but
at what cost?
I
Anyways,
looked.
does
No,
the...
but I should be good on any Tuesday evening.
Alright, so shall we
Yes,
plan
sir.
for the 13th? You guys want to start about 8 again next time? This seemed to work out nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. And with that, stream is done.